Alright, so, uh, roughly where I remember we left off is we had just taken Byzantium. Not taken, inherited Byzantium. Georgia gone full Michigan? Oh boy, they sure have. Jeez. Clean up your borders, bro. It's all tribal too, isn't it? Well, less so than I thought. I guess they've had time to convert it. Great Cadet Branch, we don't want to do. We are feuding with ball sacks. Powerful vassals are pissed off. Let's take a look at those. All of our counselors are powerful vassals, so there's not a lot we can do about that. Swaying my Marshal and Stewart. I'm going to abandon these schemes for now. To focus on swaying these guys. And station men-at-arms. I thought I had already done that. I've definitely already done that, so that pop-up's been bugged lately. Wife that's hanging like a sheet of beef jerky perished yet? No. No, she's still very, very alive. She's stubborn and blocked, so she's getting, some pretty stubborn, temperate, and pastoralist. She has some pretty good health penalties, penalty mitigation. Their wars can create titles. Potentially negotiate an alliance with my nephew Garcia. He doesn't want to. Wait, why don't you want to? Opinion and current amount of alliances, so that's not going to happen. Okay. But you have Calabria. I'm not going to be creating, I'm not going to be creating titles right now. Now, I would love to go to war with Biz. I'm sorry, we are Biz. I would love to go to war with the HRE. Oh, we're allied to them. Who's married to the Emperor's daughter? Dionysos, our third son. That's right. So my next target is, oh, there's Ali here, too. Interesting. I was gonna say my next target's probably gonna be Croatia, but actually, I think we're gonna want to go to war down here, start working on getting those getting Jerusalem and Alexandria. Which really just leaves us with Vaticano. This alliance and the fact that it's not EU4 sounds like a good opportunity to eat Croatia or Hungary. True. Let's see, what, we could do a county expansion, but that's not great. Or we could just seize a de jure duchy. We could grab Croatia, the Bonate of Croatia, and then kind of count on our vassals to clean them up a little. And then as far as Hungary goes, we may not be able to seize de jure. Oh, we can. Transylvanian Alps. We can only do single counties, though. Oh, that's right. This is a different, This duchy is shaped... The duchies over here are shaped differently than I was thinking. Okay. I'll think about that. In the meantime, I think we want to work on our stability and our influence a little bit. I'm working on swaying our powerful vassals. Making sure they're not part of the house we're feuding with. Speaking of, who is the head of the house and what is his position? He does not have one. Excellent. To revoke one of his titles? He doesn't have any. Since he is a known criminal, schemed against me, escaped prison, and revolted against me. There's no chance of success, but... interesting. Oh, we are forgiving. Okay, I'm not gonna do anything with him at the moment. The last thing I want to check here is... we have no dominant families. 2, 3, 4, 5 powerful families. I think it's always 5 powerful families, but I just want to check. Family attribute. How do I change that? I'm not the head of the I'm not the head of the house. That's right. So we're charismatic socialists. Socialists. We're charismatic socialites. That's why we're getting an extra personal scheme. Okay. I'm okay keeping that. Yeah, so the thing is, Croatia's very weak and they're in a war. They're in a war with one of our vassals as well. Oh, I want to check who their allies are real quick. Eye to the King of Croatia, who is a subject of hers. Okay. I want Croatia or do I want Slavonia? I want Croatia. Projecting much? Entirely projecting, yes. How many troops can I currently raise? 3,000? I don't think I'm going to spend influence to raise more. Oh. They're sieging over there. So let's raise our armies up here. And then we'll march down there to break the siege, and then head over to the Song. Go down to speed 3. Speed 3, please. Speed 3, thank you. Make sure we have a very good commander. Reckless Forder, Holy Warrior Logistician. Not the best. And actually, I guess this other guy's better. Reckless Holy Warrior, Aggressive Attacker, sure. Dangerous Factions, really? Ooh, we have a Liberty faction who's actually quite strong. Imperial Bureaucracy, how does that work? Rulers can change between all available succession laws. All vassals who refuse title revocation or vassal revocation are considered criminals. Demand admin government cost is reduced. I don't see why I would care about getting rid of this. I'm sorry, I'm not seeing why I would want to get rid of this, so I'm gonna have to fight that war. Non-admin vassals cannot wage any war unless they have a hook on their liege. Right. Rules can change between available partition succession laws. Titles can be revoked, vassals can be retracted. Cannot be inherited outside of the realm. An absolute autocracy. Non-admin can never declare wars. This one I don't really... I'll grab eventually, but I don't really care about. For a hostage. I love that the King of Hungary is named Attila. That's not ominous at all, right? Well, we do not know who. Someone is plotting to kill my bodyguard, Olaf. Let's stop the villain behind this. Would prefer not to have my bodyguard killed. I need them to die for me. Return to her employer's court. Eh? I'm a little confused what that means, but I'm not going to worry about it. My marshal hesitantly brings me my guest Theodoros to me. Strategos Theophilos has asked me to promote Theodoros to the honor of commandership, but I believed you might wish to have a say in the matter beforehand. You literally have... You're a craven drunkard with no martial skill. Thanks for the hydrate. Hey, Jesse, good to see you. Would he not prefer to serve as courtier? Or I could just piss this guy off. Oh, this is my old boyfriend. Okay. That changes things a little bit. Or our one-time boyfriend. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Hello, Elena. I'm just gonna piss him off. But, buddy, you're right. Okay, come here. Sorry, I just had something pop into my head that I can't share on stream because it's got a no-no word in it. There's this kind of bad that talking about this is what made it pop into my head. It's an old Simpsons clip where all the kids are banding together against Nelson and refers to the strength of a bundle of sticks. It's been stuck in my head for days now. Wait, I won the war? Yeah, I captured her as a prisoner. Hilarious. The Duchy of Croatia. And I'm actually going to just go ahead and give it to Fungus Fluge. Isn't there a woodwind instrument named that? Possibly? I'm not sure. So how do I... What I'd really like to do is just sort of force the succession. If that's more correct. Here we go. Do you not have governor skill as an option? That really should be an option. Oh, Paradox. Alright, we're gonna give it to Dionysos. Apparently it's called a bassoon in English. Oh, interesting. Did I gain stress for giving up titles? Wait, because I'm ambitious, right? No, I'm not ambitious. Why did I gain stress for that? I didn't gain stress. Okay. I am a little confused. Nepotism in my Byzantium? It is more likely than you think. Let's see. I am going to create the Duchy of Calabria. And, oh, never mind. I'm not going to create the Duchy of Calabria right now. Should go have a good bureaucracy. Okay. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I'm gonna have to hold court shortly. Usurp the Kingdom of Croatia. Neat. Negotiate an alliance with Dionysus. No, it's Dionysios. It is pronounced differently. It's not the English pronunciation. Okay. Let me take a look at government types up here. Because I was going to say, I'd like to create duchies for these, but not unless they're going to be administrative duchies. I want my feudal land, my feudal vassals to become admin. Preferably. Although I don't hate the idea of having feudal vassals on our borderlands. Anyway, I need to start building buildings. Because we have the money. Can't build Murex fisheries because this has this backwater modifier. Which I still don't fully understand. So I'm gonna build cattle pastures. I might build a hospice here. Or I could build militia camps. Build militia camps. And Ephesios is also a backwater. It's also not coastal anyway. And I'll build barracks here. So those are spearmen. Bassoon is literally just different variations on a bundle of sticks in like 12 European languages. Interesting. Free history fact, I guess. I was watching something on why we use in English, French words for food, for meat, but Saxon words for animals. And one of the things they talked about is how, it's less likely that chicken is still called chicken meat is still called chicken because it was a peasant food or whatever, and more likely because cock is just too much like cock in English. And there's a couple other examples of that for French meat words, which I thought was really interesting. Pork sounds too much like pork. I mean, you have to imagine that in some cases, like we don't call dicks wieners because that's the name for them. We call them that because they look like sausages, and wiener's a name for a sausage. HRE has illegally occupied our beaches. I know, I hate this. I hate this. Like, have you ever thought about how weird it is um, that we have multiple foods, like American foods, uniquely American food items that are named after German cities? Well, okay, Vienna's not a German city, it's an Austrian city, but cities in German-speaking countries? Because a hamburger is just someone from Hamburg, and a Wiener is just someone from Wien. I find that fascinating. I don't know why porking is called porking, though. I would assume it's named after the meat, but... Hustle faction disbanded. Are they still... Is the Liberty faction still going? Yep. That's a lot of pissed off vassals. I'm concerned. Hello, Sadako. Good to see you. That is 300% military power. Well, I guess we're about to learn how the Byzantine military works. Are any of these militaries particularly larger? No. What I'm thinking to do... What percent military power is the HRE? That's a great question. So, similar. And here's the thing that's really messy about Biz. Is that they have 65,000 troops. We have 38,000, but we're of similar strength. Because they rely so much more heavily on militia or on levies than we do. Now, we are making a disgusting amount of money every month. And we are holding a disgusting amount of money. So I think worst case scenario, we just hire mercenaries. Let's see, fishing, trade port, manor houses, walls and towers, and Murex fisheries. I think that's exactly what I want here. Let me just see real quick. Because walls and towers is a little unnecessary. Maybe farms and fields would be better. Or even a regimental grounds. No, I'm okay with walls and towers. We don't want Constantinople to get sieged. I mean, the fort level is kind of disgusting with the Theodosian walls. The Bailey just feels so unnecessary. Hey, dog, good to see you. Oh, and it does raise heavy cavalry damage and toughness, so actually I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it for the heavy cavalry boosts. Because I don't think anything else is going to really... Our regimental grounds would be a little bit better for our cataphracts. But I think this is okay. Heavy Cavan pickled boar's heads? I don't understand. Fourth Crusade may have gone worse if Constantinople had invested in walls. I mean, true. Or if they hadn't invested in walls. I think I finally managed to fix the funky display on one of my watches. Ooh. In the flavor text? Really? Oh. Which to store critical supplies to survive a siege, weapons, armor, and pickled boar's heads. Yeah. Oh yeah, so I was going to drop a little bit of a free history fact. The so there's a common myth, and I'm gonna oversimplify this because frankly I don't remember the full details here. But there's a common myth that the reason why we call beef beef and cows cow, instead of just calling it cow meat, you know, and pork and venison and all of that, is because these were animals that were raised by the peasants and served to the nobility, and the peasants spoke Anglic or Saxon, and the nobility spoke Norman French. But what we actually see in the historical record is that peasants would just sort of refer to their herd of pork, as well as their pigs and hogs and swine, kind of interchangeably, and just had a lot of words for pig. And it wasn't until the Victorian era where we started to get different words, where those words started to be delegated to the dinner table. Because French cuisine was becoming prestigious at the time. And the Victorians wanted to seem fancy, so they would eat beef, not cow anymore. I thought was quite fascinating. I think this is a no. And you want to be my spy master? Absolutely not. My acquaintance Sebdon is scheming against my bodyguard. Sebdon, why are you doing that? They're an Iverling. Throw her in jail. No, I want to throw you in jail. This traitor be known to all. Ooh. My rule has been beset by setbacks and misfortunes, not galling of all our great defeat by Queen Nasha's hand. What defeat? We won. Why? There's a lot of bugs in this DLC. I cannot but help but wonder, are the iconoclasts right? Are this empire's troubles merely God's punishment for ignoring his commandments? The doctrine of Basilius Leon II and the Azarians brought great strife to the empire and to Christendom, but only for a time. It would put an end to all idolatry. Do not relent to heresy. So we gain anaconism, but we lose monasticism. And we are temperate. No, we're not temperate. We're forgiving. Did your vassal lose, though? It's possible. Yes, somehow they managed to lose. Could be that. I will not relent to heresy. I don't think this is the right... I don't think this is the right option for the Prince of Fashion. I rise in Constantinople to pay homage to you, glorious Basilius, a show of my loyalty. Show him in at once. His feudal taxes to me are increased. Thank you. Thank you for the money. Alright, how's this going? Can send ultimatum at any time. Gotcha. Pneumonia? Oh, my poor wife. The time has come for drastic measures. There will be no treatment. That's cruel as hell. Greetings, my charming liege. It appears that scandalous rumors have been spreading in Constantinople. We've discovered that these rumors are perpetuated by Strategos Alexandros, who seeks your throne for himself. If left unchecked, this could spell disaster. Has learned that Alexandros is plotting a coup. I don't like that. Also, wow, I was losing control level? No. Right, we do have Scourge of the Straits still. For another couple years. Popular opinion is incredible, though. So you are plotting against me. I could gain a blackmail hook on you. Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. My brother finishes describing Strategos Alexandrios' recently unearthed plans to claim the Byzantine Empire for himself. The gall of the man, I cannot allow this to go unanswered. Perhaps he would be content as with a seat at the table. Absolutely not. Let him rot in the dungeons. This is an act of tyranny. Would start a feud, or all things run their course in due time. I think we're going to be perfectly safe with that hook on him. gift of office can force their cooperation. No, I will not be threatened. That didn't... My hook on him did not force him out of that faction. Which I was kind of hoping it would. I could do a tyranny. Did not have honey mustard Schneiders, but they did have hot buffalo. Ooh. Thanks for the stretch and hydrate. Needed that. I mean, the thing is, we are trying to get our dread up. The other thing, though, is it's already at 81. So I'm not too worried about... I don't want to do a tyranny yet. Oh, he's not part of the faction. Oh, never mind. So they have 14,000 troops. And we have 38. The first thing I'm going to do is call on Kaiser Dirk. And now I need to borrow some armies. Are these in order? They're not. They're not in size order. Dubrovnik has crossbowmen already. Wow, wait. That's impressive. I didn't know we could do that yet. Now we're looking at 70,000. Nearing the hour mark, thank you. Okay, and we're almost out of influence anyway, so that'll have to be enough troops. 10,000, I think we're fine. I think 10,000 plus HRE is going to be more than enough. So let's raise our troops in Constantinople. Where is the... There we go. Alright, and on that note, we're going to take a ad break here. Everybody get up and stretch your legs, rest your eyes, grab some water, make some coffee, make a sandwich, take care of your meat vessel. You only get one of them, and they're important if for no other reason than that. You know the drill by now. So go take care of yourself. I'm going to run 3 minutes of ads, and we'll be back in 3. See you then. Oh my goodness. I just got hit with a wave of tired. It's not a good sign. I mean, you know, not to be that person, Gustav, but the best way to get an excuse out of not going on break is to subscribe to at twitch.tv/coffeekuma and just chat with me while everyone else is on a stretch break. Hey Viper, I don't know if you can hear me or if you're stuck in ads. Thanks for the hydrate fusion. Oh, I need to get the announcement for our donathon out ASAP sometime this week. I'll work on that this week. My nose is a little sniffy. I'm gonna squirt stuff in it. Be right back. Any thoughts on the Meow Wolf hot sauce? I don't know if I'll be doing that one specifically, but I'm strongly considering hot sauce. I may just see what I can pick up at the store next time I go. Instead of ordering something, just because I'm not sure how quickly I'll be able to get something delivered. Just because I don't know if... I want to make sure that I'm not... I want to make sure that if I'm going to be streaming for 24 hours, that I'm not also destroying my stomach while doing so. So I'm a little bit worried about trying a new hot sauce during the stream in that large of a quantity, if that makes sense. So I'm still thinking about it. I mean, part of me too is tempted to order pizza from this place that we got at work that had like a serrano pepper pizza that literally made me cry. And just do that instead, but that's a lot of food. Oh, and we're back. Welcome back, everybody. Now, I made this joke during ads too, but for anyone who was caught with ads, if you don't want to get up and stretch and you want to be stubborn of that, the best way to get around that is to sub and hang out with me during ad breaks. Wink, wink. Stupid early work tomorrow. Have fun and good stream. Catch you later. Aw, good. Well, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Just sticking your head in means a lot too. All right. Gonna stare at my temporarily muted screen out of stubbornness. Hey, you do you. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just being a shill because it's funny. Of course I shall join you in this war. Excellent. If I could, I would sub, though. I understand. I mean, y'all need to take care of yourselves first. You're always there for me, and I hope you know that I'm grateful. My son, Fonkus Fluge, approaches me in a rare moment of contemplation. That's what it means to be a guardian. When I need it, I expect you to be there for me, too. No matter what, I gain stress from this. I kind of want a hook on my ambitious son. Louisiana Old Bay, Cholula, Tabasco, jalapeno, a bunch of E-Pin hot saucer packets. Beans mode? Ah, beans. Thank you. I beansed it. You didn't miss much. We're just getting this event, which is going to stress me out no matter what I do. Take care of coffee first? I mean, that's my idea, yeah. I'm trying. I know that's not what you mean, but... I'm trying to. I'm gonna take the hook on my ambitious son. Ustra under siege. And Zerkuvo under siege. Oh, both of these here. Okay. Cool, cool. Troops are raised. Let's go march in on them. We're still on speed 3. Let's make sure we have a good commander. There's a lot of reckless, aggressive attackers in our army. There's no longer the slightest doubt in my mind. My lover Phyllis has given birth to a son, and we all know that I am his father. Thankfully, Phyllis has kept quiet about me, and no one else knows the truth, at least for now. Must be very careful about this. It'd be nice to have a legitimate son at one point, but I think we were still waiting for our wife to die. Fending in hills. He is certain that my acquaintance Duke Bjorn is scheming against my bodyguard Olaf. Duke Bjorn of Jylland. Jylland? Traitor be known to all. Why are all of these people trying to kill this random Berangian? Owner is 2 years in debt. Nice. Okay, I'm going to leave behind my mangonels. I'm not going to leave behind my ballista. I'm going to leave behind a decent levy. Decent group of levies, and then we're gonna march down here to try and take out their armies. Commander traits. Commander traits, please. I would like a siege commander, please. There you go. Callista Ballista? I love that. My vassal has accused my foe, Theopilos, of having had an incestuous relationship with his own daughter. I've seen and heard many things in my day, but this... Crime cannot go unpunished, guards. Damn, dude. He is certain that my acquaintance schemed against my bodyguard, Olaf. Stop it. Dearly departed wife, relief washed over me as you drew your last breath in my dungeons. Perhaps I should be ashamed, but in truth there was no love lost between us. Good riddance. A new wife. Ah, good old Crusader Kings. Duchy of Aquitaine. Many things that occurred in these times the game doesn't allow, and for good reason. Thus we know the daughter was at least 16. Yeah. Actually, I think it's even older than that specifically for stuff like this. I think they put an arbitrary cap of like 18. Let's do some of all skills. I want a very skilled wife. Preferably one who's still of childbearing age and a genius. Sounds great. I'll spend the prestige for this. Like... She is wounded, though. Brave, sadistic, and diligent. Nobody's perfect. Like, there is, where is it? There's something in here. Remove the incestuous penalty from your seduce schemes targeting adults over the age of 19. That's what I'm thinking of. So you arbitrarily still get a penalty using this perk against characters between 16 and 19. I don't even remember where Thun is. Is that in Switzerland? Yes. Okay, I knew it sounded familiar. Funkus Fluge comes of age. With his coming of age, my tuition of Funkus Fluge is at an end. Always the clever child, Funkus Fluge proved time and time again over the course of his studies that he had a natural affinity for careful planning and more than a little misdirection. Now it's harder to say, however. Everything that is tasked of him is done by others before he gets to it. And he never tells petty lies the way he used to. Perhaps he's not as clever as he seemed after all. I've always really loved this particular flavor text. I don't know if I've talked about this before. Because everything else is like, oh, he kind of sucks at this. He's okay. He's pretty okay at this, or he's pretty great at this. But the best intrigue education is like, man, he used to be really good at this, but now we never see him doing intrigue because he's gotten so good he knows how to not get caught, and I love That little detail. It's just really, really interesting. Let's find you a wife, Bluge. That could work. Huh, Lockhart. They have, we can marry him to an Italian senator. That's worth it just for the joke. Greedy, content, and sadistic, sure. Who are you, Scarborough? Okay. Wait, Anglo-Saxons in England still. Did you never get conquered? No, you're Norman. Okay. I guess it takes a while for everything to turn English. I forgot that France disintegrated. We have a really strong HRE. Weird that Flanders is independent. Oh, they broke free with Burgundy. That's right. Are these like historically accurate names or kind of made up? A little of both. 500 channel points. Oh, like the names of our family are all chat recommendations, but like a character named Lockhart, I think is allegedly historically accurate. Arrived in Constantinople seeking your confirmation of my continued appointment to Strategos of Triskelion. Govern well. Who's most in need of it? Because they'll all be pissed off. Probably my steward, followed by my marshal. Give a few lessons to Viserion, my steward. Good luck getting to name one while she's online. What do you mean? Oh, I mean, there's a lot of competition, sure. Alright. Quite surprised when Lady Grubina appears in front of me, forcing a private audience on me. Great Basilius, a dream from God occurred to me. Not just a dream, though, but a true prophecy. Was chosen to be the next strategos of the theme of Raska. The wisest of priests have confirmed it. Ma'am, you're almost dead. I don't think it's gonna matter. We'll take the weak hook on her. I've many friends, but their gifts are few, seems Theodoros, his voice cracking with feeling. My guest throws his instrument aside, crying. Enough of Constantinople, it's bereft of all comforts. Casting a withering glance my way, he adds, the song will be my plea for aid through this unhappy captivity. Some small funds, should my people still care about me. He picks up the sorrowful tune, once more faraway Stearman in his eyes. Stearman's right here. Oh, it's this guy again. Man. Let's see the charity they can muster. You must teach him that his place is here. Gains the trait loyal. Beauty's composition, actually. I'm gonna take this. I don't really feel like either of the other events are all that useful, and you know, we'll make something out of him. It's my nephew that is plotting to kill me. Isakios. I didn't realize someone was plotting to kill me. Isakios, why? Very rude. Oh, apparently I finished that siege a while ago. My bad. The no ticking war score, but we're well in the positive. New intrigue perk. Grab dark insights. Inspired person can be sponsored. Wants to go to Syria. Sure. Someone's plotting to kill my vassal Ionia. Okay. She's here to bring me bad news. My lord, you must come quickly. Your foe, Strategos Theophilos, was just seen leaving the chambers of your vassal. The Bosphorios. Damn, the seducer, he's really sleeping his way through the whole empire, isn't he? A shadow over Thessaliotis. Death has cast the plague over this unassuming hamlet. The skin of the affected is deep red and covered in lumps and bumps. Countless fresh scars cover the skin from endless itching, and those hopeless eyes are bloodshot and red. Already people are calling this affliction Erin's pox. There's nary a soul in town who hasn't been beset by this terrible disease as it continues to creep towards the noble class fast. Summon the physician. Show me. Control plagues. I mean, that's gonna really hurt the rebels too, so I'm not super worried about it. Time has come for me to part on my adventure, my Basilius. My beneficiary bows as well as she can while weighted down with heavy bags. Before I leave, please tell me, is there anything specific you want me to keep an eye peeled for during my journey? A trinket from a material you can't find here. Totally arbitrarily. Desperate measures are required. Since this is an apocalyptic plague. The disease which was set to spread like fire to paper across my realm has slowed to a crawl. The radical measures proposed by Anastasios have taken a toll on the economy in the short term. But Erin's pox may not be quite the threat we had all feared. Wonderful. Oh, they've turned around. Okay. Keep your friends close but your enemies closer, my brother finishes, describing Strategista Viviana's recently unearthed plot to claim the Byzantine Empire for herself. The gall of the woman! I cannot allow for this to go unanswered. They're rot in the dungeons. It's so tempting. Truth is, I'm just not worried. Let her scheme. Aw, man. They already landed. Shoot. Alright, we're gonna just march straight to Constantinople on foot then. Request as house head. You want money. Fine. He is certain that my foe Alexandrios is scheming against my bodyguard. Throw him in jail. I see all the good times I've shared with Georgia. Now as I step into the dimly lit room and see her weak body laying on the bed almost motionless, I know with certainty that those days won't come back and feel a pang of deep sadness. She hears me walking in and seems to get agitated, so I hurry by her side. It's me, your dear friend, the Book of Gouda Cheese. I'm here. It's my mother. Stay by your side. Right. With the first wave of fever and vomiting, I desperately hoped it was nothing worse than sweating sickness. And I did get a little better, arose from my bed, and returned to duties. For a week all was well until I noticed the first red spots in my mouth. Indeed, these lesions are a sure sign of smallpox, very dangerous if left untreated. It's too late for caution. Oh. Anastasio's assistant assured him the potion had put me to sleep. Oh, how wrong he was. I could neither speak nor move, yet I was still aware of everything they did to me. I tried to scream and thrash, but I was a prisoner in my own body. The procedure seemed to last forever. Treatment was almost as unpleasant as my symptoms, yet it seems to have been effective. While I'm not fully cured, I feel much better. We have become disfigured. Army supply is running low. Better commander, more men-at-arms counter. Let's go around for now and try to meet up with Biz. Damn it, not Biz. Oh, we're on death's door. Shit. A claim on Modrus. For months, Thomas, Bondabas's bishop has been digging up superfluous contracts and fabricated histories. Now Dabisa dares act as if it amounts to a legitimate claim on the Torma of Modrus. Okay. Gained Celophonia. Part of a small... Ah, I see. I see. Well, we can't hold on to it, so let's just give it out. Punkus Fluge can have it. I'm okay with that. Accolade loses rank. Accolades. I don't think I need a tutor right now, so I'm not going to worry about that. I want to take a look at this plague real quick, because it's clearly spread a lot farther and faster than I hoped it would. Therapy done. Welcome back. I'm gonna give you up. My son. So much inheritance right now. Jeez. Sure. Yeah, I wish that screen showed you governor efficiency. That would be really nice. My lover's been showing the signs of pregnancy for some time, and my suspicions about me being the father of the child has grown in tandem with her stomach. Now I know for certain, as does the rest of the realm, the child is mine. Did we lose a nose? Yeah, we have smallpox. And to cure it, our doctor cut off our nose. That's weird that the game thinks I'm gonna lose this. Oh, I think our son just died. Here to our nephew Alexios. He's texting me. Oh, political ads. Fun, fun. Am I locked? I'm locked. Yeah, I thought I was gonna lose this. That's weird. Well, scars might remain both on my skin and my mind. It seems like the affliction has left my body. I will survive. There is still time. Glory to Jesus, I am well. Sorry, Harris, I want you. Well, these are mostly, most of the political ads I've been getting are about local measures and such, at least. Wait. I survived smallpox only to die from my wounds? Are you kidding me? Were you leading an army? No, I was wounded from the smallpox treatment. Man. Well, that email came in late today. Who will we be next? It's a great question. So we could play our eldest son, Helios. He's only 23 and wounded. But we'll have a chance to have a child born in the purple. We could also go back to Starbucks. Or Funkus Fluge. Or apparently there's a Sean Kuma who's still Irish. Sean Mech Starbucks. Oh, Starbucks is Irish. That's right. This branch of the family is still Irish. Huh. The thing about Starbucks is he is the head of the family. I'm tempted to play Helios. Just go with the, Yeah, Nis, do you have a, Nissa, do you have, any opinions on here? I am curious, too. Although, I think... I'm not sure if she's still here. Elias is a flagellant, though. Zealous, honest, and ambitious sounds fun. I'm just gonna go with my instinct here. Alright. Let's try to keep the Empire for now. It's not stable enough where I feel like going back into stepping out of the limelight is gonna help us yet. So it's gonna be interesting yet. Court emerged from seclusion. I mean, does this even do anything for us? Are we allowed funeraries? Oh, it's an activity. Yeah. Yeah, we can spend some money on that. Religious icon. I don't think we really have any religious issues in our realm, though. Actually, there's a little bit. Oh, apostolitic over here. It's interesting. Oh, and Ashari and Catholic over here. Catholicers. Sway Starbucks and let's sway Viviana. $11 out of 9 holdings. It's gonna be an easier way to see what our extra land is. Okay, we held this. That's probably what it was. So Philippopolis can go to this guy. And now let's not go down into Akia. I always forget how to say that. Achaia. To siege it down because it's full of plague. Let's go fight these people in the east. Still, lifestyle. Maybe we go down scholar? Scholar could be useful, actually. We'll go with the scholarship focus as well. I'm actually going to take theology focus right now. No, scholar focus, because once we recover from this plague, hopefully we're going to get a big boost to development in Constantinople. Let's look at stats. I mean, our learning isn't great, but it should increase significantly. We have an aggravated wound. We may not live long. With the passing of my father, Basilius the Book of Gouda Cheese, the responsibility to lead the vast empire now falls upon my shoulders. I stand before my vassals, adjust my new crown, and put a hand to my heart of the things that I will accomplish. Lady Theophilacatos has been silently seething all evening, but finally bursts as I reach for the almond eggs. I simply cannot understand why you granted the theme of Philippopolis to Strategos Ionicos. My rightful claim to those is acknowledged by all. Is it? What grave offense have I caused that you should treat me so ignobly? But he's a genius. He literally has qualities you lack. We are zealous, honest, and ambitious. We're honest. He has qualities you lack. The palace pillaging rite. Hulky, hairy Varangians stagger about my new imperial halls, their arms laden with gold and jewels. With Basilius the Book of Gudachiz's death, those who would have defended him to the last have taken to the treasure chambers. It is their traditional right, and none dare stop these elite foreigners from claiming glittering bonuses. This is the price paid to keep my Varangian guards, my oath-sworn hounds, content on their leashes. And so, under Ulf Estrid, they reach into the purse of God's chosen monarch. Customer, no, I will chastise these brutes. Loyalty has its price. It's honestly not that much money is the thing. I just want to check my legitimacy, which is not that high. Loyalty has its price. You could get themes. I think I would make for it no. I'll go towards, I'll go to at least planned cultivation before I grab pedagogy. I never assigned my new, my new accolade here. Romance Declaration of Love. I'm walking the gardens with some of the lords at court when I notice my guest Nicorette approaching. I step aside to let her pass, but to my great surprise she blocks my path and kneels before me. Before I have time to properly process this turn of events, Nicorette begins to sing. To my great dismay, the woman cannot carry a tune to save her life. It takes a while before I'm able to identify the song. It's a famous Greek love ballad. She has altered the lyrics to include my name and mentions of my physical appearance, ruining the rhythm even further. She is 54 and dying of smallpox. And a nun. She is twice our age and we are honest, so we are zealous. We're not going to sleep with a nun. Abandon this foolish endeavor immediately. Which spouse was ours? Our spouse is our rival? That's not safe. Request divorce immediately. On the grounds of suspected adultery. Oh. So Apollonia may not even be our daughter. Is it weird that I think I might marry our dad's widow? Because it was weird enough that our dad had a wife who was younger than us. And she is a genius, and I want genius children. Sounds Byzantine to me. You're so right. It's the worst that could happen. With my marriage to Basilia Aldebride, the realm expects us to throw a suitably extravagant wedding celebration. It's well within my right to collect a royal aid duty as part of this, but some may consider it tasteless to levy an extra tax during a time of jubilation. Ooh, we actually need the prestige a little bit. I'll let my subjects enjoy the festivities without worry or care. Catch your dad's pox would be the worst. She doesn't have pox. So I'm hoping we're safe here. But yeah, that's a good point. My wound has healed. Oh, Scarred has experience now. I never noticed. That or I forgot. Well, she has a different pox. Time has come for drastic measures. Shit. Takes me a moment to recognize Basilia Alderbride. She is so bruised and swollen she barely looks human. As I grab her hand, my wife attempts to speak, but no sound passes her lips. That Helenothrakos physician is standing in the corner of the room, anxiously wringing his hands. This will not happen again, do you understand? He's a really good physician normally. So I'm just going to chastise him. The hell happened? I don't know. That one's not, at least she didn't get wounded. She's just bruised. Hey, Sick, good to see you. Made it sound like he cut her vocals. Yeah. My lord, we can find no signs of this peasant you have been searching for. With the limited resources at my disposal, there's only so much I can do. Even as my courtier Eugenios bows and scrapes, my thoughts wander to that magical night. Oh. Have her whatever it takes. Surely no peasant can be worth this. We have to give up on this. I don't even know what this event chain is. Ads incoming, thank you. Defender of God needs a worthy successor. I was searching for one. I think I still am. Pull off the mangonels and even the ballistae. And then a couple of levies. And then let's try to... Let's try to recover supplies in this army. Oh, they're sieging Constantinople pretty fast. Let's march back over here. No, don't sail. "22 days left? Shit. I'm not gonna get there in time. How are they sieging so fast? Just a lot of siege weapons, I guess. Yeah, looks like it. Okay, I'm gonna run ads here. Everybody take a minute to get up and stretch your legs. Rest your eyes. Get some water, make some coffee, make a sandwich, take care of your meat vessel. Crystal Flares, thanks for the follow. Welcome, my cub. How was I not following? It happens to me all the time, too. Thanks for the follow, though. I appreciate it. We are about to run ads, though. And we will be right back in 3 minutes. Go take care of your meat vessel. You only get one of them, and it's important. See you in 3.
That's a nice head you have on your shoulders.
Fusion, thank you so much for the gift sub to Crystal. I really appreciate the support. And now you don't get ads. Sorry, just had a couple of messages from people. I don't get ads with Anyway Turbo. Nice. Need to make up for the absolutely cursed meme I posted in the memes channel. It's great, I love it. I just saw it. Yeah, Turbo seems really worth it, and I've been dragging my feet on getting it just because I haven't been spending that much time actually watching streams, but I need to fix that. Coffee, coffee, coffee. I don't know why this HRE army does not just turn around and break the siege of Constantinople right now. The AI frustrates me sometimes. Oh, Kaiser Dirk's armored... Oh, no. It's normal. Never mind. Like, hopefully crushing their army is going to be enough. Unfortunately, they're going to start getting ticking war score. Spend most of my free time with some Twitch channel up. See, that's the thing. I don't have that much free time right now. I haven't lately. But I try to as well. Ooh, these are... There's some border states between us and the Muslims. These could be good targets. I know you all can't see this. I apologize. Alright, switching back. Ads are done. Welcome back, everybody. So I think we're going to lose Constantinople. Fresh chicken nuggets to nom between you and the Muslim states. Yeah, potentially. We got to deal with this civil unrest first, though. My cousin has accused my vassal of having an extra... My cousin Alexios has accused my vassal Alexandros of having had an extramarital affair with his lover, Alexandra. How could he defile the sanctity of his marriage? Could you imagine being named Alexandros and sleeping with someone named Alexandra? Hey, Toxicite! Did you slip and fall and emptied all over the palace? Yes. I slipped and fell into the throne. Crime cannot go unpunished, guards. I can't remember if this came up the other day when I was on stream or somewhere else, but it's, why is my... Oh, because Constantinople just got sieged. Need to put you in a bubble? No, don't put me in a bubble. I don't want to be in a bubble. And our wife died. I can only watch in silence as the physicians step away from the body of my wife. I move closer, reaching out for her hand. It's still warm. Albranda, you drew your last breath. Relief washed over me. Perhaps I should be ashamed, but in truth there was no love lost between us. Finally, I am free to start my life anew. Okay, so let's set the successor. We'll find a wife later. We don't have a physician anymore, which is not great. 37 years to convert faith? In Isis? Why is it taking so long? Alex, and Alexandra. Beautiful, thank you, Fusion. Hostilytic gives a penalty because it's in mountains. Forever. I'm just not gonna convert that. Here, 4 years. Go over here. Ooh, chat's been, I've been disconnecting and reconnecting from chat a lot today. Alright, I said I would do this later, but I lied. Wow, she has so many traits. She's forgiving and wrathful? That's hilarious. You're 42. You're 42 as well. 45, 35. Here we go. Baitum. Stubborn, paranoid, and cynical. Yeah, but I want genius babies. Legel the Stranger? Where was Legel? Yeah, Legel the Stranger. She's a courtier in Normandy. It looks like. I'm gonna marry that genius woman, I think. Incredible name. I think you get the, because our uncle's the stranger too, over here, Starbucks. I think you get the stranger by being from a distant culture group. From where you live. Or from where you're...
Less talking, more raiding.
Ah! What? A raid! Welcome, welcome, raiders! Ursa Major, good to see you! Hello, hello, hello! So hello, raiders. My name is Coffee. I am a gay bear girl on a quest for world domination, or something along those lines. Unidentified gamer. Thanks for the follow. Welcome, my cub. As you can see, I play historical grand strategy games, and then whatever else tickles my fancy sometimes. And if that sounds like your bag, settle on in and enjoy yourselves. Make yourself comfy. Kami-chan, thanks for the follow. Welcome, my cub. Also, check out the Discord. It's a great community of queer folks and history nerds, and the best place to know when I go live. I don't know why I didn't get a second follower notification there. Catch up! Good to see you. Welcome, raiders. So many bears. Hell yeah, I love this. Bears together strong. That's why I've had that quote, that scene stuck in my head. The one that I couldn't exactly quote because it's got a no word in it. My wife has my new wife has smallpox. In for a physician now. Stream's going well, other than the Civil War and the plague. So we are yeah, so for everyone who's just joining us either today, who hasn't been watching this campaign, or who's joining through the raid, we started as a Irish adventurer and doing various sorts of mercenary work. We made our way down to Byzantium, conquered Venice for them, and became a vassal. And now we are a we've somehow accidentally ended up with our father becoming the emperor. But then he died of smallpox-related wounds. Smallpox is still ravaging the countryside. And we're fighting a civil war with our vassals, who don't seem to like us for some reason. So that's how my stream's going. But yeah, no, bears together strong. That's why I've been thinking about that Simpsons quote where they're like, individually we are just one stick, easily broken, but together we, and if you know it, you know it, and if you don't, I can't say that word on Twitch. Bears are strong separately though, that's true. Not that I'm much fond of saying that word off Twitch either, but we are a mighty bundle of sticks. Finally, my servants have found some people who might be fit to serve as court physician. Either way, I fear I cannot afford to be picky right now. Ooh, excellent. Expensive, but excellent. Zenobia. Let's look at Zenobia and Hypatia. Zenobia, 21 learning. She's 33 years old. She's fickle, chaste, and generous. She's a level 1 physician and an herbalist. And Hatia is 22 learning, 46 years old. She's gluttonous, just, and diligent. Level 1 physician and an herbalist. I'm gonna go with Zenobia. I do hate the word bundle. Ketchup! You are a good boy. Mama Bear's so proud of you. You're doing such a good job. You've been saving up for this? That's so cute. Oh, that word. Yes, that word. I hate to say it, but that it's an old Simpsons bit, and it's been stuck in my head, and it's just really funny to me. Do no more than what is necessary. Too many of our family have been killed by smallpox-related diseases. For smallpox-related treatments. And now I have smallpox. It was worth every coin? Hell yeah, love that. Do no more than what is necessary. Zenobia entered my chambers with an earthenware jar cradled on her arms and came to sit by my bed. She pulled a leech from the jar and gave it a most tender look before carefully placing it on my face. Remain still, my lord, better not disturb their feeding. The leeches turned out to be just what I needed. For now, the worst of my symptoms are alleviated and the world seems a little brighter. I can't believe Jackbox gave me the good boy question. I saw that. Join the Discord to follow along with the upcoming subathon charity event. That's a great point, Fusion. I need to shill more. We are doing a so what's the short way to explain this? We do a yearly donathon for charity in honor of my late wife, who passed away 2 years ago. And if it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be going for a 24-hour stream in about 2 weeks, and Discord is going to be the best way to know more information about that. So if that sounds interesting to you, hop into the Discord. We'll be raising money for Able Gamers, because they do great work providing community, enabling people with disabilities to find community through the internet and through gaming, and that's really important. Anyway, that's enough heavy. Yeah, no, not a wife, just friend. Bear has no wives right now. Have to raid and run, but hope you have a wonderful stream at night. My wife is also disabled. Oh, thank you. Thank you for loving someone with a disability, because I know I don't need to tell you it can be difficult sometimes, but it's so worth it for the right, you know, when the right person just happens to have that disability. Loved her before and loved her after. That's so sweet. My wife had her disability was lifelong. You know, it was certainly a consideration when we got together, when I was barely supporting myself, and it's like, okay, I have to support her now, was a struggle sometimes, but worth every second. Yeah. Anyway, before I get mushy, let's get on with the game. Traveler claiming to be employed under my beneficiary, how do I say her name? Zimrokud is brought before me carrying a message from the adventurer. What culture is she? Armenian. Fear not, my great lord, for Zimrokud is in good health. I bring you news of the possibility to fund an even greater adventure. You see, she took a wrong turn somewhere, is now near Bura. Where is Bura? West Africa. Zamorkid's traveling companion unfurls a dirty map to show me where they ended up. She has enough funds to make it to Syria as planned, but suggests that with some additional funding, she can chase up a local rumor and bring home a great artifact. Life's an adventure. Bring me an African artifact. That sounds sick. She almost made it to Albuquerque. She almost made it to Timbuktu. So for context, this adventurer was going to Syria. Somehow made it into West Africa. This game is incredible. Okay, let's go siege Constantinople back. Itab? I thought I already had Itab. Oh, Itab, my... This was a nephew of mine had this. That's right. Syria, Songhai, potato, tomato. Yeah. I have been playing a lot of Cosmeteer. Skull with a red diamond. Yep. There it goes. While scars might remain both on my skin and my mind, it seems like the affliction has left my body. I will survive. There is still time. Dionysos, I need you to stop being my... When is this plague going away? We're supposed to be in seclusion from the plague. Let's emerge from seclusion at this point. Sun feels unfamiliar and hostile on my skin. The wind feels cold and violating. When was the last time I took a breath of air as God made it? Smallpox is cured, now time to die. I mean, yes. We'll see. That voice, I'm not used to hearing it so clear and bright. I push open the half-open door, and there in front of me is my wife, Riska, seemingly recovered from smallpox. Wonderful news. Okay, commander traits. Let's get a siege commander, please. Oh, this will just take a couple days. We have, it says fort level's too high, but we're still gonna siege within a month. We just have so many siege weapons. Now I'm kind of glad that we have those bastion walls, because that's really gonna protect us from these siege armies, these admin armies. To see a group of disgruntled peasants were revolting. Family that wars together. It's no secret that Antabian expansion of the Sheikdom of Edessa has not been going quite as well as we had initially expected. Apparently I'm in a second war. And the bickering families have already begun to scheme ways in which they may fill the growing power vacuum in the realm. Marcus Fonctius Fluge of Celphonia, however, seeks to do so in a way that is most helpful to me. In his letter, he offers to pledge his armies to the war only in exchange for a substantial number of honorary titles and powers. Will not be exploited. Let's take a look at this war that I did not know I was in. Expansion of the Sheikdom of Edessa. So I would pay quite a bit of money Factions targeting me gain discontent. I'm okay with that. Will not be exploited, friend. In critical stress, though. I mean, if he wins the war for me, what's his... You have 17... You have 16 troops. No. Bro. Just hate it when I find out I've been at war without my knowledge. So what happened there, and I kind of just gloss over it because I've been playing this game for so many hundreds of hours, is our nephew had declared a war from his tiny little county on our borders, was losing that war, and then went and died. So somehow we inherited his title, which meant we joined the war on his side. But for some reason, the game doesn't give you a pop-up when you join a war that way. Happy to inform you that Strategos Dionysos has relinquished his position as regent to me, after a brief yet lively discussion. Oh no. My throat's starting to get scratchy. Since the duties were weighing so much on him, he will be staying with me for the duration of my tenure as regent for his health. Michael the Depraved. I need to stop having a regent. Hydrate and stretch, thank you. Would be nice to have pop-up that was like, oh, my dumb nephew died. Would you like to either continue the war or white peace? Yes. Absolutely. There's a pop-up that happens when you declare war on a single county. And then that county inherits an empire. And they're like, hey, we started this war against the Duchy of Switzerland. And now we're at war with the HRE. Do you want to keep fighting? I don't know why it doesn't do that in this case. It's very silly. Oh, this regency is very entrenched. We'll leverage our piety. This is bad. We can't get rid of our regent. Oh, stretch and hydrate, right. Ah! Got tangled in my shirt. Yeah. Ooh, and hydrate. It's a little warm in here, too. Okay. Just want to make sure my throat doesn't start doing that scratchy thing again. Because that'll put an end to stream real fast if I can't talk without coughing. Oh, war's over. We must have captured somebody. No, we just got enough war score. Cool. Gain dread as well, which is excellent. How much dread do we have? Only 20. Sad. March east and try not to lose? That was exactly my thought. I don't think I'll get there in time for it to matter, though. It's all taking war score from defender holding the target. And as soon as the siege ends... Oh, it'll take them 12 months. We might live. Get to the county of Airbnb. Another dangerous faction? Seriously? There's a Liberty faction with 100% discontent? Okay, no. No, that was the Liberty faction. Good. Can you sail faster? Let's see. 4 months left. No, it's about the same. Alright. A ransom for Dionysos. On an ally, appoint a successor. The Defender of God. Strategos of Bulgaria. Did he rebel against me? I don't think Bulgaria did. I'm not sure how I ended up with him in my court, or in my prison. Okay, so what do I do with all these prisoners? Seducer of Steerman. I know exactly what I want to do to this guy. In critical stress because I'm honest? What's dishonest about castrating someone as punishment? And I could force him to take the vows, which is actually very funny. And renounce your claims. No. I'm gonna force him to take the vows. I just want to see who's gonna inherit. Someone else from his house. I mean, this dude has slept his way through the Empire. Like, both men and women. Spreading lover's pox as he goes. And then rebelled against me. You're gonna become a monk. You're just part of a family. You're the head of a family. You don't have any land. Can I just ransom you? Your accounts can't ransom you. Right, I can't castrate because I'm honest. You're banished. Can you do a de-stressor and then, or not dishonest. Honest gives you stress to cut off the doinkers. Yeah. That's a really weird one. Loyal Smyrna. I don't like the borders of this governorship. You are quite old and sick, though. He's already a eunuch. I'm just gonna ransom him. Cherison. Already a eunuch. Can't afford it. Won't accept for a hook. I'm gonna come back to you. Salerno. Rather ransom you. You actually aren't even that mad at me. Constantinios the Handsome. Ransom you. You're just the head of a house. Never mind. Wallachian Count. We can ransom him. Oh, he's Russian. Never mind. Be right back. All good. Sorry, this takes a while. Nastasia the Petulant, though. Wait, where is she? Oh no, she's just the head of a household as well. I thought for a second she was the governor of Moesia. Ephesos. Ransom. You go take you take care of the realm management. It could be worse. Could be trying to do that in CK2. I actually enjoyed it in CK2, but you're right. It took forever. Career. Down here. You're banished. Or take the vows and repent. Because you are a murderer. Elena Strongarm of the Transylvanian Alps. You can go back to work. The Insubordinate of Chaldea. Would prefer not to have someone who's literally insubordinate in my realm. Bastea, you can be ransomed. Irene of Thessaly. We'll ransom you, even though you're not very good at your job and don't like me. Probably same to you. Okay, that should clear things up. And then you're marching south. Southeast. Adventurer landed. Factions target you. Okay. We have a couple of claimant factions. Torma of Shire. Oh, it's dog time. I'll give it to a random Greek person. Inspiration realized. My lord, my beneficiary, announces her arrival with a surprisingly loud voice. She proudly holds up a package securely wrapped in cloth. I return from Africa with an artifact from my journey. I take the bulky bundle into my hands and loosen the cords before peeling layer after layer of fabric. Inside is a box. A local artisan gave this to Zamorkid after she saved her from a pack of wild animals. She tells me how she lured and outsmarted the vicious animals to plunge to their deaths. A jewelry casket, illustrious, too. Jewelry casket of masterful craftsmanship. It's made of extravagantly worked ivory. The body of the box and the lid are inlaid with gold decorations, perfect to keep jewels and religious trinkets safe. Excellent. Let's take a look at our jewelry casket. I mean, the thing is, we have some quite extravagant artifacts here already. Crown of one of the finest tacticians the Imperial line has ever seen. I think I'm going to put the Greek jewelry casket here instead. Crown of Justinian will definitely keep. Stocking wolf hide. How expensive to repair? Perfect. Okay. Let me take a look at our, oh, we have a throne event. Court event. My thoughtful personal physician Zenobia is a true healer, always ready with some suitable remedy or poultice at the first murmurings of a courtier's mildest malady. Her talents seem almost wasted, stretched as she is in treating the demanding denizens of the entire Byzantine court. I could do with some closer attention. Wink, 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 wiggle, wiggle. Disease resistance and stress laws. I mean, that's excellent. Focus your efforts on my daughter. My wife could use your talents. My nephew is your priority. My wife is in quite good health. So is my daughter. We'll take the close attention. I'd prefer not to die again so soon. Especially when we haven't had a son born in the purple. Our court grandeur is quite nice. We're ranked second in the world, not first. Interesting. Alright. Still need to hold court. Mawaldi clergy have proclaimed Caliph Asim as their head of faith. Wow. Oh, he's a conqueror. So Iberia's gonna go Muslim, it looks like. We have a conqueror and a caliph in charge of the Anatolia. Whatever happened with that funeral? It's weird. I just realized that kind of just didn't happen. At last it has happened. A member of my family has fallen gravely ill with an infectious and deadly disease. My uncle Stellion writhes weakly and wearily in bed, and my court physician Zenobia is providing treatment. But with the sickness now in my own walls and my own blood, I fear it may be too late. Whether or not he recovers, plague has entered this house. It may seem somewhat callous of me to suggest, but perhaps those who are already sick should be removed so their presence does not pose a threat to the healthy. Crass suggestion. That's a lot of stress, too. Oh, Angevin culture has formed. Angevin formed from Anglo-Saxon and Norman cultures. Shouldn't it have been English? Okay. That's weird. That's really weird. I guess we're just gonna skip English culture. My spy master has come to me with a discovery. He's certain that my caravan master is scheming against my bodyguard. It's not my caravan master. My vassal has accused my uncle, Count Kuibar, of having an extramarital affair with his lover, Hypatia. How could he defile the sanctity of his marriage? Guards. Sex is illegal. Dangerous faction. Install Funkus Fluge on the Byzantine throne? Excuse me? Just a few more days. Lost close attention. Why? Let me check on my court positions, by the way, because, like, yeah, I have a shitty caravan master right now. I'm not going to make my rival and ex-wife the caravan master. We could at least have you be the caravan master. Okay, that's an interesting bug. Welcome back. Artifact, bodyguard, antiquarian, court bearer, chief eunuch. Olaf's a eunuch, apparently. Wet nurse. Tutor. I don't know if anyone here got the bug, but has anyone ever pulled off a peasant revolt, got landed, and have 2 camps on the map? Ooh, no. I haven't seen that. Americano converted to Greek. Ooh, we got an event for this. The shining armies of the Romans march again into the lands that our ancestors once held. And the glory for making it happen belongs solely to me. The famous city of Edessa, among the earliest centers of Christian evangelization, seat of the Ecumenical Council, stage to the martyrdom of many glorious saints, has been contested between the empire and its invading neighbors for many centuries. Once again, it is now returned to the case of the rightful emperor, and this time will be for good. May God be willing. A glorious day for all Romans. Long contested province restored, levy reinforcement rate, cheaper building, faster buildings, more defender advantage. And I gain martial stress gain and army maintenance. Shit, such a good event. Glorious day for all Romans. I'd like to grab these 2 counties now. So we could have a governor of Edessa. You're decent. You're ill, but grant you the appoint you as the governor of Edessa. Now let's check our factions again. We do have, yeah, Funkus Fluge. Funkus Fluge's supporters are quite eager. Oops, wrong button. Very wrong button. I'd rather have a, trade port here than a hunting lodge. Crisis. Hunter's Lodges don't feel very useful to me. I mean, I guess the hostile raid time and defender's advantage is nice in this area, but this is the heart of the Empire. Alright, this one can keep it. Build up the hillside farms. Red brick towers, crop fields. Desert agriculture sounds good. Don't you hate it when you accidentally the Byzantine Empire? I know. And now I have to deal with this, with the smallpox and the rebellions. It's awful. I'm so glad that people appreciated that, that stupid stream title. And end your entrenched regency. It's about damn time. Except I can't. He won't accept. Can't swing the scales of power for another year. Like Age of Civilization more because it's simpler. Fair. I like the, I really like the roleplay aspect of this game. Yeah, promote authority. You're an excommunicated lunatic. How can I not get rid of you as my fucking regent? I keep reading offer eunuch wrong as like offer to make you a eunuch is what I want to do. In English lecture right now, pretending to not be on my phone. Nice. My entrenched regency scales of power swings by 20 towards you. Minus 87. 57 if I offer renown. Welcome to history class. There you go. Oh shit, we got ads coming up. Shoot, I already burned the history fact that I had in my back pocket, as a free one, but, let's see, what do we have? I need to start writing these down. Chicago once burned to the ground in the 1870s because a cow farted. Nice. Good. I love that. Oops. I'm so sorry for that. Just looking around the map a little. My English lecture has a pet kangaroo and capybara? What? That's ridiculous. How do you have a pet kangaroo? Those are big dudes. Oh, so here's they work at a petting zoo and fostering some of the babies. Oh, interesting. So here's a small history fact. Sorry, my roommates are calling me. Or one of my roommates is calling me. You know, Georgia, actually, historically, like I was gonna say the state of Georgia, just to make things confusing. Um, Georgia was most likely one of the first Christian nations, just period. Um, Actually adopt probably the first nation to the baby kangaroo, which is still the size of a 10-year-old human. Nice. Adopting Christianity is like an official state religion long before anywhere else in, I think that's Armenia. Shit. You may be right. Thank you for the snooze, Fusion. I think it was Armenia. Although Georgia was close after. And, mostly because of their, proximity to the heartland of Christianity, but also their political separatism from isolation from the heartland of Rome itself, which was still deeply pagan at the time. Now, Rome would go on to be responsible for spreading Christianity and allowing the religion to spread throughout Europe quite rapidly. But it actually has a huge history in the Caucasus. All right, let me see. I think my roommate just texted me. Let me see if this is important. What's your favorite country to learn about to avoid being political? Oh man, that's a really good question. I think that's really hard. I think, right now one of the things I've been saying I'm going to do, and then not really following through on, is learning more about South Asia in general. But India and the surrounding countries, because that and Chinese history are a big gap in my history education. Mine's either India, China, or Italy. Yeah. Italy's fascinating, actually. I think Italian history is super interesting. Um, but also I really love learning about the steppe cultures as well. Like Central Asia. I think there's a really deep, fascinating history that doesn't really get discussed much. within this region of the world. You know, really ancient. That being said, my roommate is offering to pick up Taco Bell, and we've already been snoozing ads a couple of times, so I am gonna run ads. Everybody take a second to get up and stretch. Stretch your legs, rest your eyes, make get some water while you're up, make a sandwich, make some more coffee. Do whatever you need to get a take care of your meat vessel. I was reading chat. Get a double-decker taco. Will do. May do. May do. I was thinking, I'm craving those potato tacos they have, the vegetarian ones. Take care of your meat vessel. You only get one of them, and it's important for no other reason than that. We'll be back in 3 minutes, and I will be chatting with subs and turbo havers. In the meantime, see you in a sec. We're going to beans. Spicy potato soft taco is the best menu item ever. It really is. It really, really is. Oh no, they weren't texting me back. Okay. Yeah, the potato soft tacos are so good. I don't know exactly what they do with those potatoes to make them work that way, but... You know what? I have, Ian, if you are still here, if you didn't get hit with ads, I do have an actual answer for you. If you're not here, I'll save it for once ads are done. But I realized I do have a specific country in mind. And that's Bactria. Holy shit, Georgia got big. They're stretching out east now. Yeah, it's Bactria. It's probably one of my favorite countries to learn about. There's just something so fucking interesting about a Greek Buddhist, primarily a Greek-ruled, primarily Buddhist, Central Asian country that that defended themselves militarily against China. I mean, that's just so fucking cool to me. It always has been. That was one of the first things I really obsessed with when I started seriously learning history. Just fascinating. But yeah, I'm really trying to learn more Chinese, Southeast Asian, and South Asian history. Because those I feel like I'm lacking. You know, and when I say Chinese, I'm including Manchuria, even Korean history I don't know enough about. Sort of China as a region. Of course, I'm a VTuber, so of course I know way too much about Japanese history. But even then, I could know more. Like most of what I know is Sengoku Jidai and after. The other thing I find really fascinating, other than just Bactria being such a weird historical anomaly, are places like what the game calls Sapmi, or the Ainu cultures, or the Basque people, Navarra. Just these little enclaves of indigenous people in the old world are so interesting to learn about. Even Sardinia, Sardinian and Corsican culture. Really, really cool. Not that indigenous people in the New World aren't also fascinating to learn about. I've been following this YouTuber who does American history pre-contact. You heard the theory that the Basque language is related to the Na-Dene languages. What else is in the Na-Dene language group? I don't think I haven't heard that theory. I know it's believed to be the only pre-Indo-European language surviving in Europe, but not anything specific. Speaking of languages, though, I love the theory that Hungarian's nearest linguistic relative is Finnish. That's just so interesting as well. It would imply, since we believe that the Hungarian, the Magyar tribes migrated from around this region, it would imply that there was also a migration into Finland at one point from that area. Yeah, Ian was in Sucrose's chat the other day, right? During the collab. It's like Navajo, Cree, Apache. Oh. I don't know how that would be possible. It would be fascinating if it was, but I don't... You know, there's not really much, Oh yeah, you've been using her emotes. Of course it was Sucrose's chat. Sucrose is a sweetie, and I know I joked about it the other day, but it's really funny how we're in many ways the same person since we bumped into each other on Twitter. All right, let's get back into things. Sucrose's giggle gives life, truly. Oh, and now my roommate texts me back. Hold on. Okay, that's all. Thanks for the hydrate. And cow, cow, cow. And the stretch. And that reminds me, I should get shit. That would hurt. I should get Vignon set up before the charity stream. Uchu Sentai Q Ranger? I haven't watched a lot of Sentai. That's one of the gaps in my weeaboo education.
Yes, Strategos!
Space Task Force Ranger. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, Uchu Sentai Q Ranger. There's 12 of them. Ah, oh, 9 Ranger, right. Right, Q Ranger. Okay, so we can't end our entrenched regency. We need to make him like us more. Fusion. Thank you. Thank you for the bits. Alright. Our focus needs to be getting rid of this regency. The warm Mediterranean air... Oh, fucker, where is it? I'll kill it, I swear. The only Sentai team to have the entire rainbow, which makes it the gayest. Sick, I love that. The warm Mediterranean air carries it with the murmurs of an empire on the cusp of eternity. Here within these storied walls of Constantinople, the ambition of a bygone era calls out. Justinian's undying dream, his ceaseless quest to reunite the scattered remnants of Rome, beckons me. Is it my burden or my privilege to resurrect these dreams? To stitch together fractured domains under a single banner as he once sought to do? Ecce Romani. The Restore the Roman Empire decision is now available. Oh, and it jumps straight there. That's wonderful. So we need to be a legendary figure. We need to control some land, quite a bit of land in Italy, as well as Palestine, Alexandria, and Tunis. Easy enough. "65 days until completion, 95% success chance." Apparently I hired a Tingri Kuman lesbian to be my, to help me in one of these wars. That's so much money. It's a bit much, isn't it? You didn't really help that much. It kinda helped, actually. That must have been those allies in... It's a bit much, isn't it? Regent furthers mandate. Shit. Can't swing the scales. I can't end the entrenched regency. Can I scheme against my regent? Not really. Alright. Can you plot to murder him? I mean, yeah, that's true, actually. Not great chances, and we are honest, so it's not the most roleplay option. How bad has the plague affected the control and not control, the development of Byzantium? Pretty fucking bad. Still going down too. Am I convinced is your territory anywhere? Just Georgia and Croatia. That's probably not going to work. I'm going to continue to have you focus on domestic affairs. And Stolfbonk's Fluge on the Byzantine throne is still quite strong. We may be plunged back into civil war very soon. Hey Doc, and good to see you. I'm just plotting to kill my uncle. stop the villain behind this. Forced to join faction. I'm gonna try and throw a couple of bribes just to, see if a couple of these guys will drop out. And slow things down a little bit. Doesn't look like it. In my attempts to align Strategos Michael to my interests, I have found an opportunity. I think I could argue that our goals are in fact the same. As I dictate my next letter, I emphasize those shared interests. Sees through my efforts. Okay, a couple of them did drop off. It's not enough. They're not particularly strong vassals either. Something's under siege? What war am I in? For fuck's sake. I'm in a war again. Man, rough. Mistress Gohilda imprisons Sibylla. Potville bandits. I don't... Oh no, that was the person who imprisoned my cousin. I don't recognize the cousin. Strategos Michael has been caught trying to embezzle. Allows you to rightfully imprison him. That could be excellent. As I'm out for a stroll in the market, the merchant calls me over, insisting she has something that will pique my interest. The scent of drying herbs and foreign tinctures overwhelms my senses as I approach the stall. She's rifling through her collection of dusty tomes and other treasures. After some digging, the merchant produces an old book, dog time, and insists I need it for what's to come. Final bite. Perhaps we can come to an agreement. Take what I need. Or what need have I for books? Some dread would be nice right now, actually. But I don't think 10 dread is going to be enough to drop people out of that faction, so I'm not going to worry about that. Let's try to come to an arrangement. Negotiate a better price. And what did I get? Sybil's Oranon. Plain copy of Aristotle's Oranon. Excellently replicated and commented. The cover is leather, displaying a repeated image of rose flowers enunciated by the placement of rock crystal inserts. It's held closed by ornamental clasp. Yeah, I kept wanting to say oregano. This is a great artifact for us. Probably wasn't worth the money, but it's a great artifact for us. A sacred text bibliomancy. As I'm putting away my newly acquired organon, a slip of parchment falls out. Upon it are instructions for a practice called bibliomancy, where one might divine their fortune from a passage in a book. All I need to do is open the text to a random spot and read the first fateful verse my eyes might fall upon. Temptation is overwhelming. I have nothing to do with this unholy practice. I gain stress because I'm zealous? Interesting. Temptation is overwhelming. I follow the instructions to the letter and select a passage at random from the text before me. Shivering with anticipation, I open my eyes and read. Here is the mind killer. A coward dies 1,000 tiny deaths, yet a valiant man dies but once. What am I to make of this? Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I wish I still remembered this whole mantra. It's not called a mantra. What's it called? Isn't that line from Dune? Yeah. That's what it was. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where the fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain. Those are great books. The movies are pretty good too. How goes you? Pretty good. I can't complain today. Learning lifestyle experience. Fascinating. This requires further research. Could become tense, but utter nonsense. My antiquarian should take a look at this. This requires further research. Discover the true meaning of the passage. Excellent. Regent is now more powerful. Shit. I finally cracked the mysterious passage from Sybil's Organon, and I feel much wiser for it. Thanks to that merchant, threads of fate appear more clearly to me. Fear very well may be the mind killer, but I have faced my fear. Without fear, I die but once. Learning lifestyle unlock. Excellent. Grab plant cultivation. £100 plus an unlock? Yeah, those are great rolls. The enemy banner, Damascus War Banner. The Battle of Hama ended in an astounding victory. I eagerly listen to the messenger as he reads the report from my commander, Porcofios, and then turn to the soldiers before me. My lord, we cornered the remaining enemies as they made a valiant stand. They gave their lives protecting this banner. Put on the celebration pyre. We don't need this useless token. Yeah. Take the prestige. If I enforce my demands, I do get quite a bit of money. But I'm so close to this civil war, I don't want to do that. simply going to force a white piece. For now. And you got the discount, truly. Really great rolls. So I may be able to imprison him now. Can't take overt hostile actions against your diarch. That makes sense. Fine. Oh, his health is quite poor. If I could stress him out. I would gain stress myself, but... Oh no, this wouldn't stress him. None of this is gonna matter. Alright, never mind. We have to hope he dies soon. The one other thing I might do is... The secrecy's so low. I think I just have to hope he dies of natural causes. Ultimatum in 2 months. I don't want an old tomato, though. Inspired person can be sponsored. He wants to forge a crown. Legendary. She wants to forge a crown. I would love that. I have an antiquarian. I do. I'm going to, I'm going to commission an artifact. I would like armor commissioned. Make lamellar. Thank you. Unlocked a new learning perk already. That was fast. We'll grab pedagogy. I would like to seduce my wife. My wife. Because she is not giving me children yet. And I want to fix that. Seduction is difficult. What if I romance her? It is excellent. Start a romance scheme. The time has come to let my feelings towards Basilissa Riska be known. I want her to remember this day for the rest of her life. She's stubborn, paranoid, and cynical. So secretly planting a letter in her chambers would be a bad idea. Writing a love poem maybe, but cynical and paranoid. Sing a love ballad. I found a classic Polish love ballad which suits Rivka perfectly. I practice it over and over. Everything must be perfect. I find my pet walking in the Byzantine gardens, surrounded by her friends. With my heart beating like a hammer, I kneel before her and sing. Riska's cheeks turn a deep pomegranate red, but she does not interrupt me. Her companions all looked pleased or jealous, surely a good sign. You have a beautiful voice, my lord, Rika says before she hurries off. Her friends are quick to follow. I stand up on shaking legs, watching them disappear between the hedges, my heart beating harder than ever. She won't resist my charms for long. What do you mean 5% success chance? You said it was excellent. The game has lied to me. I'm quite surprised when Lord Theophilakos appears in front of me, forcing a private audience on me. Great Basilius, a dream from God occurred to me, not just a dream, but a true prophecy. I was chosen to be the next strategos of the theme of Makva. The wisest of priests have confirmed it. The butcher, you say? True sign from above. Can I... Swing the Scales of Power, July 55. Oh, still a few months. Ultimatum in 1 month. I've been studying the ancient religious texts and the writings of scholars, and they all seem to agree that the world will end 6,000 years after its creation. By my calculations, we are less than a century away. However, my patriarch urges me to keep it to myself. Leave it to the clergy and avoid panic. What if your calculations are wrong? Everyone deserves to know the truth. It would stress me out a reasonable point. Or I should consult with more priests. I should consult with more priests. I want the learning lifestyle. I've arrived in Constantinople to show homage to you. Show him in at once. Serve me well. Secret truth has reached the light of day. My strategos Alexandros has had an extramarital affair with my vassal Lady Sophia. How could he defile the sanctity of his marriage? Guards. My vassal Alexandros has brought forward undeniable evidence that Iona was fathered by none other than him. I wonder, did Iona know about her true heritage, or was this as much news to her as it is to me? Will this revelation be a blessing or a curse? I can hear my beneficiary, Utshaka, muttering to herself from across the hall. I need something great, something epic to make my creation stand out from the uninspired masses, but just what? Then her spirited eyes meet mine. She breaks out into a huge smile and waves to me. What an amazing idea. What perfect. What do you think of adding your family's motto to your commission? Sounds lovely. Wife and Spymaster cooperate. Nice. Another faction targeting me. The rebels can declare at any time. currently sharing power. I will not be threatened. Not even gonna bother calling this guy. Oh, thought I was paused. Alright. This screen doesn't help me in this case. They have a lot less troops than I expected them to. Go down to speed 3. March straight on Nicaea. Constantinople, the imperishable light of the empire, strains in these trying times. Recent conflicts have taken their toll. The recruiters increasingly struggle to make their quotas, and labor shortages of all stripes arise across the city. My strategista Viviana has compiled a list of prosperous provinces whose fortune may give succor to the capital's time of need. Oof. Well, we're gonna punish somebody who's rebelling against us. And Marcos here is the leader of the war. Yeah, Marcos the Rotund. So, Kilikia is going to make imperial sacrifices. Ah! Orgith of Surrey, a noblewoman from Southwark. No longer my courtier, so I can no longer support her dream to forge a masterpiece. That sucks. Wonder why she left. Tried to run off again? All good. You don't have to be here for every second of every stream. I'm going to grab some more Imperial armies as well, though. Is Run stationed? Really? Oh, oops. What does reassign mean? Oh. Interesting. Just gonna call in a couple of troops here. And by a couple of troops, I mean apparently through another 3,000. That should be well and above enough to win this war. Actually, it's not. So I'm going to call on some more. I don't want to spend all of my influence on here, though, is the thing. Hey, Templar, good to see you. Could ask my head of faith for gold as well. That's a lot of gold. I'm gonna do that. Samosata, a wedding. I won't be doing that. Stay on topic, I'll go ahead and give medieval fun fact. Some of the first recorded instances of biological warfare were during sieges in which diseased animal carcasses would be catapulted over city walls. Yes, and I can add on to that. Arrange the ceremony at once. Some of the we also have some of the first instances of chemical warfare during the same period, in which they would mix, there's evidence of Greek fire being mixed with things like arsenic to create noxious smoke and force defenders off, in an attempt to force defenders off walls. Let's go, we've been fucked up since day one. Yep. Yeah, I was recently watching watching something where the creator postulates that part of what made Greek fire so nasty was that they had even though they didn't understand why, they had discovered oxidizers. So they were able to mix propellant with oxidizer to create a sticky substance that would burn, that would be impossible to put out. It is Prince Christopher of Holland that is plotting to kill my bodyguard Olaf. Oh, they are still trying to kill Olaf. People in my realm continue to be beset by Arian's pox, and superstition is rife among their number. Been informed they are blaming the plague on sinful practice and failure to show God proper respect. They believe that we have become too sadistic, and it is only through mass repentance and harsh punishment that we may return to living the way God intends us to. These acts have been condemned broadly by the priests of the realm, but nevertheless the trials continue. Nothing I can do, man. Stop them at once. Nothing I can do. Playing Space Marine 2, it was an honor as always. Enjoy Space Marine 2. It looks fun, actually. I haven't played. You've claim on where? Well, that doesn't help me. Oh, Prussia formed. Neat. Where's the other castle? There is no other castle. Why is this not fully sieged? Weird. I'm not going to worry about it. Governor Starbucks imprisoned Strategos Michael. I'm happy to inform you that Strategos Michael has relinquished his prison as regent to me after a brief yet lively discussion. Thank you, Starbucks. That's a phrase I'll never say again. Since the duties were weighing so much on him, he will be staying with me for the duration of his tenure as regent, for his health. Okay, Starbucks, though, I need you to step down. Family can be regent, that's better than anyone else. Can you make it a true diarchy? That might be dangerous, but... maybe. Where is the option? I would love to call him to war. Elevate co-emperor. No, because I'm already sharing power. We are stuck in this regency even though we're 26. Really brutal. I don't have an organizer, do I? Nope. It's a building, more commander traits, more soldiers. They are higher quality somehow. We have a lot more soldiers. Oh, they are higher quality, but we have a lot more soldiers. Battle in 13 days. Yeah, this will work great if they're gonna run off. Euphemia is a wonderful wet nurse for my children, a caretaker to be appreciated. Nevertheless, lately my wife is rather suspicious of her. How your interest in your children has flourished since we hired that wench Euphemia. Might it be that her bountifulness inspires you? Vriska is attacking me over nothing. I divorced this woman. Preposterous, my dear, you know I'm faithful. I'll just dismiss her. Experienced fighter. I mean, he's a decent knight. He's nothing special. I'm still gonna recruit him if he's cheap. See, and then now the AI runs back to reinforce. It's very silly when they do this. They made this fight so much easier. The wild hunt. When Rika suggested a hunt, I did not hesitate to organize one. I would do anything for a mere glimpse of my petal. I am stalking through the underbrush, my page at my head and my hound just ahead. It seems as if it has found a trail, then suddenly my concentration is shattered by a woman's scream. I am coming for you, my love. scheme failed. I burst through the foliage into the clearing, my heart beating wildly, sweat streaming down my face. But the scene before me is not what I expected. There's a stag, yes, but it's on the ground, an arrow stuck between its eyes. Riska lowers her bow as she turns to face me. What is this about, Helios? Did you think me incapable of defending myself? I mean, we'll try the seduction. Since apparently it just, like, lied to us about... Oh, she's pregnant. Didn't give me a notification about that. Cannot seduce her again for a while. Interesting. I guess you can't seduce... Ooh! Oh, we captured the war leader. Perfect. Force demands. Alright. Let's see here. I can swing the scales of power now. I'm gonna leverage prestige. These are all a swing of 10, right? Oh, we actually have chances of it working. $209 days. That's a... I'm gonna offer piety. Nope, he didn't accept, I guess. Alright, let's take a look at our prisoners again. Alright, I'm still honest. I'm just gonna release him for a... I'm not gonna release him, actually. You can stay. Sorry, my roommate brought me food. You're close to dead. So I may just hold on to you. Although instead I'll ransom you for the money and just let you die anyway. For Bosnia, you can be ransomed too. Akia, I thought you couldn't join a scheme. Fungus Fluge, you can go free. I do kind of want to castrate him. Even though he's family. Renounce your claims. And go free. Alright. Alright, I think, stop that. Stop asking for things from me. I think I'm gonna wrap up here, because it's kind of warm in here, to be honest. And, I think this is a good place to do so. Also, it's time for tacos.